that you did. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade wind in your sail, explore, dream, discover. That is by Mark Twain. But I'll tell you that again. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones that you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds with your sails, dream, explore, and discover. That's from Mark Twain. Mark Twain, an American writer, he's an honoris entrepreneur and published. So yes, Mark Twain, he's got a lot of public quotes. Today I'm supposed to have Chairman Mariwadie and Padmore Agyapong this morning, but I'm sure Mariwadie cannot make it. So I'll be probably having Padmore alone. Let me quickly bring you the juicy headlines this morning from some of the major newspapers. And I'm taking off with the New Crusading Guide. The New Crusading Guide has our own group chair. Good morning, Honorable Kennedy Japan. I will be having you here this weekend, hopefully, if you're in town. But yes, the Abeto Wechini. Defaming CNG Alaska mining firm, 20 million Ghana cedis lawsuit rocked Kennedy Japan. And so, Obibe say, I bet you are no bedroom. Tuba. Mahama vindicates Bagbin, NDC chairman. And then Zoom Lion expands strategies to fight faith and then provide MMDAs with 500 compacting tracts. Okay, that's a good one there. That's a good one, Zoom Lion. Government inspects land to assemble excavator. Oh, fighting Galamsey. Okay, great. That's from the Minister for Information, Kojo Upon Kruma. And then we have do more vape charges, stakeholders in tourism sector. Yeah, a lot happened over the weekend, and so grab a copy of the New Crusading Guide and read most of interesting stories that comes on the front page. I'm going straight onto the Chronicles, and it said Ghana to float $50 billion century bond. Wow. Wow, wow. And it has a picture of the president in China with the Chinese Premier Lin King. Okay, I can get that right. Lin King one. Without it. Mahama sweeps NDC polls, but violence mass election in Accra, Apegosu, and Kumewu. Okay. That is all in the front page of the Chronicle. I'm going on to the Daily Statesman, and it says, Ghana, China seal $2 billion deal. Hooray! Despite NDC sabotage. Okay. So, well, we'll probably like to hear from Arina Idrisu to see what happens and what is happening. EC progress 200 more electoral areas proposes 20 more electoral areas in the western region. Okay. And then we have NDC rejects Mahama friends, and Jifa Ativo, I think she lost, and Aquinas Kwanzaa also lost. But it's quite funny how these two people lost, because Jifa Ativo has been very loud in the voter region. Do you remember Jifa Ativo? One of the few statements she made during the 2016 campaign was that if NPP comes to power, she'll be thrown to jail. But she's still there, going higher. Good morning, Jifa Ativo. The Ghanaian Times brings you the picture of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo with President Xi Jinping expecting the guards of honor. And then we have double track system will address free SHS challenges. But Zoom Lion present 500 new waste management trucks to MMDAs. Okay, so go check your constituency to see if you have yours ready. China to invest $2 billion into Ghana to finance infrastructure, railways, and others. Peki Government Hospital cries for accident unit. And that's all on the front page of the Ghanaian Times. We have Padmore Agyapong already seated in his nice blazer and a light blue shirt. He's such a gentleman. The Daily Guide has on the front page, Mahama boys flawed in NDC regional elections. But then we have pictures of Joseph Yamin, Tewia Boateng, Jifa Ativo, and Moses Bukari Mabengba. Okay, that's a big one. Nana seal $2 billion Chinese deal. Well, thank goodness. And we're praying that we see infrastructure development kick off right after everything is processed. Government vets miners, okay. 50 billion bond coming, and GJA's organizers return to Atinka. Okay, it looks like a lot going on there. On the front page of the Daily Graphic, it will be the last but not the least. Ghana China dipping ties agree to cooperate on 8 key issues. So get the details of those issues, and I would like to bring them to you, but Padmore Agyapong is already seated, and I won't take much of your time. You can grab a copy of the Daily Graphic and then read more on that. Kabila moves injunction against the National Cathedral, October 17th. Okay. Good morning, Kabila. Kabila, Takara is looking for you. What's here now? Your court cases. Yo. Well, that's a good morning to Takara and Natasha in Washington, D.C. Mate de Kabila Yawaha, of course, chaos. Well, Morgan Antibacterial Medicated Soap this morning is bringing you one of the soaps. It's amazing how people package all that as gifts to me. And I must say good morning to you, Lydia, of Friends Pub or Friends Bar. Thank you very much. Those gifts were very wonderful. And also to Kanedu and all those who brought me wonderful gifts, to my very good friends, Agnes and all that. You guys did a wonderful job. Well, Morgan Antibacterial Medicated Soap is bringing you the soap that you need in this cool weather to take the most wonderful shower. I like taking regular showers. It makes you feel calm and relaxed. Actually de-stress your body. Well, use Morgan Antibacterial Medicated Soap to protect your skin from germs and bacteria and many other skin diseases, rashes, eczema, and many more. But for bulk purchase, you can visit the Royal Dutch Pharmaceuticals Company in Adabraka, opposite the Evangelical Assemblies of God Church, or any of their distributors. In case you're in Kumasi or Sunyani, you can go to Doran Pharmacy. But if you're in Koforidia, then you can visit Interpharma Limited. Again, if you want to reach them, you can call them on 0262 469 252. 0262 469 252. But I'm not leaving out Compound House. I watched Compound House on Saturday. Trust me, it gets better, it gets funnier, and it gets hilarious by the second. Don't miss Compound House if you missed it last Saturday. It's coming your way this Saturday again at 7:30 only on Net2 TV. We have cast like Kujun Kansan Lewin, Bernard Nyako, Achere Brewer, Yaudabo, Fred Amugi, Benedita Gaffa, Kolege, Ajinama Menu, SK, Samuel Frimpong, and many more. So watch. It's a drama series put together between Net2 TV and Apostle Productions. Watch Net2 TV's Compound House every Saturday at 7:30. And in case you want to sponsor or advertise on that program, you can call the numbers that crawl during the show, and we will respond and react quickly. Yes, it's a show that when you advertise, you can get triple the benefit. Dependable Herbal Home is bringing you their products that will take care of your sexual weakness and then vitality, vigor, and also enhancing urine flow in men. You can grab the Today Man capsule. I like the name, Today Man capsule. So be a Today Man. Or you can also get Today Cool capsule that takes care of your hemorrhage and bleeding piles. The Today Laxative capsule actually helps in waist pain, piles, back pains, removal of excess phlegms in the body. So that goes to everyone. If you like sitting or your job requires a lot of sitting, driving, hard work, you need Today Laxative capsule to help you. They have the Today Lady Care capsule that helps in their candidiasis, or what we call white, and also helps you put your menstrual cycle in check. You can also grab the Today Lady Wash for clean and odorless central ladies system. That is my term. Mr. Padmore is smiling. How else would you like to call it? Well, for bulk purchase, you can visit the Dependable Herbal Home in Medina New Road, or the Greenhouse near Rolling Circle around the Medina New Road area, or you can go to Kaswa opposite Datus International School. You can also get their products in all pharmacy shops, chemical shops, and herbal shops across the country. More precisely, from Repash Ventures, King's Walk Herbal in Okanshi, or Baywatch Herbal in Medina Old Road opposite Doku Clinic. But if you want to call them, you can call them on 027 222 0222. 027 222 0222. Call them now and then get your Today Man, Today Laxative, Today Cold Capsule, Today Lady Wash, and Today Lady Care Capsule. Be Today Person or Today Man, Today Woman. I have Padmore Agyapong already seated. Mr. Padmore. Akwaba.
Yeah.
I'm also shopping person, but I'm feeling calm. And this area elections. We'll be touching briefly on the just done NDC elections in the regions, and then we will look a little bit into the $2 billion deal between Ghana and China that, well, thank God, has been deal or has been signed. And so we're looking at way forward now. What do we expect? How is it going to be put into use? And then let's see, do you think it was wrong for the NDC to write for the 2 billion to be held or not to be signed? And so because it's democratic, they're trying to exercise their right in their role. They are being citizens and not spectators. Well, Mr. Padmore.
Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Well, I am all of excitement. But first, let me extend my greetings to our cherished viewers and the people of Medina.
You love the people of Medina. You
exactly.
never come without greeting them.
That is where you are. That is where you live. That's where you belong. So mostly you need to identify with your people.
Even after you lost your chairmanship?
It doesn't matter. I am still a Medina boy.
I like that. Still a Medina boy.
Yeah.
Good morning, Ibrahim. Ibrahim also a Medina boy.
Sure.
Right, go ahead.
And I'm still a party member anyway,
Okay.
so that's on the side. But I'm full of excitement because to go on a trip like this, I mean, I'm talking about the president's visit to China, and be able to sign up about 8 different agreements.
Deals. Yeah.
It tells you that the man did not go there for tourism's sake. He was
China is a long way.
You can't travel this distance and then just go and talk about one issue and come back. So this tells you how prepared the presidency was when they were embarking on that trip. We are so much excited about money, about the things that are coming up and all. But when I look through the MOUs, there is one that we hardly talk about, and I think that for that one alone,
You're referring to the kids exchange program?
Exactly.
Well, I love it.
That one, and also one that had to do with the maternal and child health.
Oh, those were actually, I was in China at the moment with the First Lady when those were initiated. The kids exchange program and the maternal health issue. So this morning, I was actually proud to hear that it was been...
It is very important that we safeguard the survival of our children, our babies that are born, and even our mothers. The statistics will be shocking that if you go to some of the rural communities, even pregnant women do not get the opportunity to give birth, what we call attended birth, where you have either a trained midwife there or at the hospital where a nurse is there. A lot of people are still giving birth in their houses, in their homes, and it's becoming a challenge.
Are we hoping that some of these corporations or collaborations will help?
That is why I am so excited. And for our own Honorable Minister Degnesi Jamarison, this comes as a huge boost to her getting into a ministry and the government securing such an MOU for such a huge project like this, which is very, very good for the country to take advantage of. But I also know that there are a lot of other organizations also into maternal and child health issues. So all this will come to even support the work that has already been done in that area. And if you have a president who thinks about pregnant women, who thinks about young children, babies being born, their survival, it tells you that this person is rather looking ahead, that we need to make sure our children survive. You see, the most difficult stages of these children is the ages between when they are conceived, when they are born, up to about 5 years, the early childhood. If you are able to let a child live and reach his or her 5th anniversary, 5th birthday, the survival of that child to grow and become an adult is very high. Because at that initial stage, the child has been able to go through the most difficult and threatening moment that could affect the child's growth or the life. So if the government wants to really prioritize that and say, well, let's go for an MOU, let's get resources and go for this project, I think this presidency needs to be congratulated, and this government needs the support of all Ghanaians to be able to move the country forward.
I asked a simple question. Do you think it was the democratic right for the opposition to have written for this thing to be held or probably not be done?
Within the last week, there is this school platform that I'm on with our university students and
some intellectuals.
Yeah, we engage in those discourses. Yeah. And there is this one gentleman who, in quote, says he's a PNC man, but more or less...
PNDC man. I like the clarification.
More or less a bit charitable to the NDC. Okay. And
so he can only associate to the PNDC part of the NDC.
Yes.
Not the NDC
not
1
the
or
NDC,
2.
No.
Okay.
No. So what he was complaining about bitterly throughout the week, and he split his anger on the platform that he's angry, he's annoyed with the NDC for presenting such a weak opposition to the MPP. And
how do you say weak?
MPP, we're shocked. He actually used the word, forgive my language, useless opposition.
Okay.
Because he thinks
that's
that,
a quote. You're quoting someone. So
there are better things for this opposition party
to capitalize on,
chance on.
Yeah.
But rather, what they are doing is, it's like, are they serious?
Don't you think it's because they're now putting themselves together?
I mean, the fact that you have a democratic right, the fact that you are an opposition party, does not mean you should be criticizing everything.
Yeah, kind of.
If you go to opposition and you resort to just criticism, I mean, Ghanaians are discerning now. Once you are criticizing, what is your alternative?
Yeah, yeah.
You see, that is what the candidature of His Excellency Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia was able to get the John Mahama administration of.
Yeah.
They were not just criticizing in the vacuum. They were giving enough information and proposing better solutions.
Yeah, alternative solutions.
But if you just sit and say, oh, they are going to look for money, we will write and say they won't get. The Ministry of Finance is raising bonds. We are going to write to the U.S. security to block it and all those. And you are not providing options. How the ministry, how the government can raise the fund to do projects. What sort of opposition are you? In quote, like he said, then you are becoming a useless opposition. So for me, if they really want to be seen that they are adding value to our governance, being in opposition, they need to live above what they are doing currently. I mean, what is wrong in a government? Just look at the engagement that went on in China.
Yeah. Quite a massive
even one. The Chinese government is saying, apart from all this that we are agreeing to, we are putting a signature to, we are also willing to give you a grant.
Yeah.
Of about $30 million.
Yeah, and that's
to go and support your policies. Yeah. That is a grant. For that you don't pay.
Yeah.
He says, yes, we believe in your policies, so we want to support your policies, Mr. President. So we are willing to give you $30 million. Just take and go and support your policy making. And you would think that such a presidency don't deserve a $2 billion facility that will come to support our economy. I mean, well, but people will say they are in opposition. After what are they supposed to be doing?
I know the opposition is supposed to put government on its toes, if I'm right. But I mean, as part of it, it's including that and many more. So the fact that they don't provide alternative, probably they're keeping the alternatives unto themselves.
So when they come into power, you are 100% correct that they are supposed to put the government on its toes. But this is how it is done. If the president wants to put up a bridge, let's take the overhead footbridges from Medina to Adenta. And the president is saying, I am able to get a facility of $100 million to do these footbridges.
Yeah.
Then opposition sit down, go to AESL or whichever engineering company, they do the calculations and all those, and they realize that, oh, if you even have $20 million, you can do these footbridges and do it very well to professional standards. Then you need to come out and alert the people and saying, hey, guys, let us be wise. This government wants to shortchange us.
Yeah.
Because this work can be done at this rate, and here are the facts, here are the figures.
Yeah.
And we are proposing that the government looks at it this way.
Yeah.
But you just don't get up and say, hey, what they are doing is not good. Okay, so what is right? What is correct? Give us that one for us to compare what the government wants to do. And you say, but we don't have that. Who will take you serious in a growing economy like we are?
Yeah.
No. No. So they need to do more than they are currently doing if they want to still stay relevant in our politics.
Still relevant. I think they are now putting the party together. I mean, going for the elections and all that. So probably after that, everybody will clearly know what they're doing and what their responsibilities are.
Did you realize what happened in Greater Accra?
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. They said it's only Greater Accra and probably part of the Ashanti region that had all the Hercules and probably the accident in the eastern region. But apart from that, it was a cool one. What is your view on that?
You see, look at, but in a way, that's what I'm saying. The NDC politics is funny. Politics is funny. I heard some people damning delegates for voting to retain Adekoka.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the people who contested for the Greater Accra Regional Chairmanship. And there are about 4 people.
Yeah.
Now, if really that person who is insulting the other delegates for being influenced by Adekoka was able to talk with his candidate, to talk Ashimore and then the other candidate out, wouldn't their votes be added? Because it is obvious that those people who voted for Ashimore and the other candidate did not like Adekoka.
True.
So obviously there was no way they were going to vote for Adekoka. So if you want to really, or they really wanted to oust Adekoka, what was the easiest way to go about it? But again, that's what I'm saying. The NDC is not smart, especially because they have weak analysis on issues.
So you share the school of thought that NDC are like. I think no. I think that is their style of approaching
Today,
stuff.
look at some of the things they are saying. Because Adekoka has won Greater Accra, it's a huge win for Mahama. Mahama boys are winning. Why? How many delegates voted for the Greater Accra NDC primary?
They're looking at it at the more wider spectrum.
If you add them, the chairmanship, Adekoka won by, it was just about 30-something or 40-something votes.
Yeah.
But if you tally all the delegates, they will not be more than 1,200 or 1,300 who voted for the chairmanship.
So it was fiercely contested.
Let's say if about 419 voted for Adekoka, the rest. So if Adekoka is really Mahama's boy and that Mahama has taken a commanding lead, why did Adekoka not sweep? Convincingly for everybody to know that, yes, Mahama is still in control. So if I were in the camp of Mahama and think that Adekoka is my chairman and he has won and so Greater Accra is mine, I will sit back and look at the figures and say, no, really, this is not what we are expecting. So, I mean, it is for them to now sit back and do their own. I'm not here to help them go through these things. I mean, if it's wise counsel, if they want, we can provide at a fee. And then they will do the analysis of all the results coming up. But for them to come, you see, the regional organizer came on TV to say that what they conducted in Greater Accra has been the worst elections they've held in the region. The worst so far. And for him, he said it was a disgrace, it was a disappointment for him, even as an organizer, for the region to go through that. Look at Joseph Yamin in Ashanti region. He wanted to go for the chairmanship. He lost. So Mahama guys are winning the IA. Does that tell you that? And you see, they have also
Joseph
expanded.
Yamin is a Mahama boy. So.
I know, but he lost.
Yeah, that's
so what does
I'm
that mean? Does it mean Mahama is in control? Why are his guys not taking the highest positions? It tells you there's something wrong. But, I mean, the discerning will read between the lines. The good news is that their voting is going to be like the way MPP does, just that they expanded their college. It is not going to be the regional chairman, the constituency chairman who are going to vote to elect the flag bearer. They are going to open it up to every card-bearing member within the constituencies.
Probably that is where they will begin to see clearly who belongs to where.
Exactly. That way we will normally say you see your smoothness level. So it's now up for them to now go and chase the masses.
Yeah.
So if you went for a regional chairmanship position and you were able to buy your way out because you had about 1,000, 1,200 delegates, now, if you want a flag bearership, you are not going to only deal with those few numbers. You are going to deal with the whole constituency and those who had cards to show their NDC members. How do you influence all these people? And that is going to be the challenge for them. If they think that they can influence politics with money, that is great. But when you get out there, how much can you give to all these people? There's going to be millions of people going to vote to elect the flag bearer. So, I mean, if you want to get your way through with money at this stage, that is easy, that is cool. But when you have to deal with the masses,
you may have to face the reality. We spoke at length about this $2 billion deal that has been signed in China. I think we should actually applaud the Ghana ambassador to China, Dr. Edward Boateng. He did. He also did a good job.
It tells you that such a person is really marketing.
He's doing a great job in China.
He's marketing the country.
Doing a wonderful
and
job.
I like the way the Chinese put it, that the relationship between Ghana and China has been there for long. Since the days of Osajifo, there has been that connection.
That relationship.
And if there is also any other country in Africa that the Chinese, within the last 5 years or 6 years, benefited because of our lack of systems and controls, it was Ghana. Look at the way the Chinese were giving access to Ghana, to our lands, to mine golds illegally and all those. To the Chinese government, you know the advantage of that? All those who return back to China with some gold are going to add to the economy. So if you have an ambassador who will still be able, in the midst of Ghana repatriating some of these guys, sending them back, and goes in and is still able to maintain
and even advancing the relationship,
then it tells you that this person, because you remember the relationship got strained, where the embassy here, the Chinese embassy here, started refusing even business people visas to go to China to transact their business. So if this government comes, and within this same short time, all these things are happening, then it tells that whoever was appointed there has been doing a great job.
Edward Boateng has been doing a good job. But, you know, let's also look at this. This is a better thing that probably we're using our bauxite. On Friday, I was here with Chema Omariwadi, and we were talking about this. The bauxite that was given to, or probably awarded to Ibrahim alone and his company to mine, versus giving just a fraction of it for this huge sum for the entire nation's development. And then NDC says, no, we don't think it's a good deal. We think you should look into it or probably halt it for a second.
We have, Akufo-Addo's government has made it clear to Ghanaians that this government will always make sure that the right environment is provided for local businesses to thrive. If you have a local business, you want to grow, you want to expand, this government is willing to support you. In no way this government want to suppress any Ghanaian business, like the NDC wanted to say, believe in the case of what happened in the Ibrahim Mahama bauxite issue. But this is the underlying factor. When I have a brother who is the president, and I strongly believe that this person is still going to be president, and for that I made my plans to take a concession. Because he's the president, there's not going to be any blockages on that. And unfortunately, the good people of Ghana says that, no, we don't need this presidency, we need another one. And then that person comes in and realizes there are anomalies, that this is what was going to be done and wants to correct it. What is wrong with it? Is it because you could not have it free as you wanted it? Now he sits back and look at all this and say, oh, this is where we think we need support. Abedi, if Ibrahim Mahama is able to say, I can the government of Ghana this same amount of money you guys want to look from China or take from China, and give me the same kind of deal you want to give to these people.
I'll give it to him.
The president would have gone to China?
No. Some other people were arguing that he was just taking that whole bulk, and probably what Ghana is doing or what president is doing on behalf of Ghana, he would have been an individual doing that. So he will get the Chinese, probably the Russians or whoever is coming in and say, okay, take this fraction, take this little piece and give me this amount. And then he intends give Ghana what he has agreed with Ghana per his position. And
sadly, that is how low we have sold Ghana out.
Oh, how?
For example, there are a lot of people who go to the Mineral Commission and say, we need licensing. We want to go into mining. They get these concessions, and what do? They end up selling it out to
foreigners,
But these people are giving it to you because you are a Ghanaian business and they want you to develop. But you don't have the capacity. You will not also let it be known, but you go and take it in your name and just turn around and go and give it out for you to make money. So what is wrong if government cannot take the initiative and get a better deal for the good people of Ghana? And that is why I am excited about what is currently going on, because in all the 2 billion that is going on, if you look at all the things that are coming up, there is not a single one you can put a finger on and say that this is not going to benefit the people of Ghana.
Most of the deals were just a win-win deal between Ghana and China.
That is international cooperation. I can't just take money and give you without getting anything from it. And I like the word you use, butter.
Yeah.
I mean, in our old, we used to call it barter trade. But as development goes, yes, say development say it's a cooperation. We let us see how we can support each other. Barter means I have this.
Yeah.
I need sugar to add to my gari.
Yeah.
You have the sugar. You don't have gari.
We used to do that in the
so
secondary
take
school.
gari, give me
butter.
sugar.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is cooperation. Let's help each other develop, grow, not just one.
It's a win-win. Yeah.
Exactly. So Ghana is not losing. China is not losing.
Yeah.
But at the end, since we are a developing country, and we need more resources to shore up our budget and make sure we are able to meet our economic obligations, we need the money.
Truly, I think I like the fact that it even trickles down to the kids, because we'll have our kids visit China for some programs, and then it's an all-sponsored program where they get trained on some of this technology and IT stuff that the Chinese are very good at. And then they also show them what a Ghanaian kid or an average Ghanaian kid is good at, probably soccer or something, whatever they are trained in. And so they get that cooperation right from beginning. And then going forward, we have probably a set of generation that is already developed, or that is already well exposed in terms of cooperation or internationally to help build our future. We're looking at giving free SHS to all, where kids will get access to education, and probably we have a crop of generation where at least everybody has a basic understanding of what life is, what education is. If they decide to continue, yes. If they decide not to, then still a win-win situation.
And that is what we call the holistic development, especially of children. In terms of education, if you are not careful, sometimes you might be focused on a particular area and forget about the others. You see, there are about these 7 ways that children develop in terms of all this. You have the technology side, you have the physical side, you have the spiritual side, you have the cognitive side. So your educational system could be designed such that it focuses on about 3-4 key areas, but others you are not. So you look at how you can learn and how you can adapt. So that's why I'm saying I am so excited that this government is prioritizing our children and our youth. Because Abedi, if you have a strong youth who is not just only going through the academic, through the theory way, and they are able to get the technical, the vocational as well, that is the best we can give. Now, sometimes it pains me, and I can't forgive myself, that throughout my entire education, I could not even spend a long vacation to go and say, let me learn how.
Yeah.
Even if a car hub is spoiled, I can buy a hub my own and fix it. Or if somebody is fixing it for me, I can be there and I know how it is done.
Yeah.
We spent all our vacations either going for vacation classes, sitting at home, and these physical things we could do with our hands, we miss them.
Yeah. Yesterday I met with a friend, Mark Obin. Good morning. He's a lecturer in the University of Ghana. But when we were kids in school, he actually stayed with his brother, who is a tailor. And at SHS level, Mark Obin could make you a nice, decent trousers. He was making school uniforms for us and himself. So I met his brother and said, "Oh, Nkaime, Mark Obin brother." I said, "Oh, okay. How is he doing?" I said, "Oh, he's a lecturer." I said, "I'm aware. I've been talking to him." Then I asked him a funny question. I said, "Is he still sewing?" I said, "Oh," he said, "They're in your time view." I was like,
but see, the good news is that Nipa we see Senatade SAA or
no bit me. Yeah.
Or Twana and Nin can be or no bit me material. No, skills no. Ebebuano. So I am happy with these things coming on.
I have only 2 questions to ask. Now that, God willing, this $2 billion deal is sealed, are we going to see a rush or a swoop of infrastructural development?
Thank you, Abedi. But there's one thing we need to be clear. The MOU has been signed. That does not mean the money is coming with the president as he's on his way. Yes. It is now going to go through a process. The president had already made his intentions clear to Ghanaians. And this is how he put it. We are in a hurry to deliver. His presidency, his government wants to make sure that Ghana goes even beyond aid. This means that Ghana is going to witness, and I'm be very cautious by using the word unprecedented, because it was abused heavily by the John Mahama administration.
No, the moment you use words like unprecedented, you raise people, so you heighten their.
That is why I'm saying I'm going to be cautious on that, because the unprecedented, as the past government under His Excellency John Mahama wanted us to believe, turned out to be a sham. It never existed. Now.
Oh, but at least, come on, the crowd to buy, we never had it there.
Sometimes I'm not sure if it is mischief you want to do.
No.
What is there?
Look at this Pintex Burma Camp Road. I mean, yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's helping.
How many rows within his last State of the Nation address did he talk about? And when journalists, you yourself, took it upon yourself to go and
find
follow,
out,
what was the report?
Okay.
And this president, when he came, has exposed it. We've all seen it. The roads he said he was doing, the Kumasi Airport.
I mean, I've heard few about the Eastern Corridor roads, and then probably the Ashanti region.
It was a sham. It never happened. So I don't want to use, we are going to witness unprecedented development under this deal.
That's why I use the word swoop.
Yes.
So
what I can see is that we are going to see a major shift in Ghana's growth and Ghana's development. A major shift in Ghana's growth and development. And I'm telling you that businesses in Ghana are now going to be laughing and enjoying to the banks and all those, because when you have money in the system, when you have contracts being awarded, when you have projects going to be implemented, all this help the spending in your economy. It helps create employment. Businesses are able to now rope in people who are not having jobs to do, and expand.
It creates jobs. But so one would ask, we just had Angela Merkel just left and telling Ghana that they're going to create a plant for Volkswagen here. And here we go, the China deal is signed, kids will be going to China back and forth for training and a whole lot, maternity health and all that stuff. What is making Ghana quite attractive now? We really were having these things trickle in one way or the other, yes, and previously, but now it looks like it's back to back. And now we don't even know what will happen tomorrow.
Yeah. These are things the world looks for. One, stability. If I move into this country, is my business secured? Such that I don't wake up one morning going to the office and then I hear that somebody is sitting on a national radio, national TV and saying, I have taken over the country. So now things are going to run my
So you
way.
think the economic stability?
Stability is one. Two, your growth. People look at your trends. You remember, that is what I'm saying, when John Mahama took over the presidency of this nation, Ghana's growth just went to reverse.
Oh, how?
Abedi, the statistics are there. When the good professor died, what was the growth rate of Ghana's economy?
But after every takeover, you need that space to regroup.
Is not true.
And then
it is not. You take our growth projections from about 12 something to about 3 something, 3 point something. I mean, what are we saying? When this presidency took over, 2017, we had a jump in our growth. This year, there's a projection.
Wouldn't that be the homework of the previous administration?
Which homework?
Because, I mean, it hasn't come overnight.
So, like you are saying, when we change government, why then when we change government, it did not continue to go down, but it's going up?
No, because you inherited probably some
when I made the case of Jamama, I sent him to the office. You said that, possibly there was a change in government and things were okay. He moved from his president, may so rest in peace. And
which he was part of it.
Which he was part. But yet there was a drop in our growth. Akufo-Addo takes over from Jahama and there is an increase. And you say that because of what?
Because he probably have put he played the keys well for him.
It's because the economy is in good hands.
No.
It's because the economy is in good hands. We are safe with our money. We know where our monies are going into. And we are proud of that. This year, there's a projected increase in our growth. So if I'm a business out there in the US, in UK, in Germany, and I want to invest in Africa, I'm looking at which economies are growing. Look at Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Ethiopia, for some time now, has been the fastest growing economy in Africa.
Yeah.
Volkswagen, after announcing the Rwanda assembly point, announced the Ethiopian one.
Yeah.
Ghana now is the third.
Yeah.
In the Africa continent, they want to set up. They are looking at growth. Look at Rwanda, how they are growing.
Yeah.
And look at our industry. Now, if we have an automobile industry here in Ghana by the name Kantanka, and they are assembling vehicles here, then it also tells that the Ghana market is opening
good.
up.
Yeah.
So now these guys want to chase us. And you know the good news about this? It means that if Volkswagen is assembling VWs here, they are assembling Golf here, I don't have to go to Germany.
Oh my goodness.
Buy Golf
and go through Temaport,
go to Temaport
and pay all that money.
And
True.
That is, and these are the things that
you could probably buy the
production.
same price as you buy it in Germany.
I'm telling you, and man, you are good to go.
Yeah.
If you are buying it at say 30,000 euros, you don't ship, you don't pay duties, you
don't clear
here,
the stress.
No. And the
you don't wait for 30 days.
The advantage is also that they are going to pay tax.
Yeah.
And they are going to employ people.
Yeah.
That is how you grow economy. Not you don't go and sit in the presidency
but
and
you won't admit that
I'll do everything for you.
These are all probably the homework being done by the previous administration that makes your takeover very smooth.
Let me give you areas, if you ask me, I can confidently give credit to the past government. Our peace and security being maintained.
Okay.
That one, no government, even in this current dispensation from the Fourth Republic, would want to play with that, peace and security. So for the fact that we went through elections,
peacefully he
handed over, we praise God for that. And we thank him for that. He showed statesmanship.
Yes, and that is the base.
That is one. I agree to that. That is okay. Now, do you think that if John Mahama and Setepe and Wampa and all those guys who were managing the economy were there, Ghana's economy will be where it is today? So could we confidently then say that the collapse of all these banks, the mess going on, was as a result of their bad policies and financial controls?
I mean, once you attribute the good ones, you should attribute those ones.
That's why I'm saying. So what you do is you just oppose the good ones with the bad
versus the bad ones.
And then you will see that this government that Ghanaians voted against, booted out of office, did a mess to our economy. If you want to look at the two. I mean, they were doling out cash like donuts.
But if there's cash, why not?
Cash for who? The president comes and says, no, I'm sorry, I can't do this. These monies we will use to invest in our education. And they are saying, hey, because somebody's daily bread is going to be cut because there was free money going through the system. I mean, if I tell you some of the ills the NDC government...
Tell me about it.
There was a time I was in Kumasi. And I met this guy. I'm not saying I'm looking down on anybody, degrading anybody. But this is a person who I know that he does not have any company, any business background, that he's into this serious business.
Yeah.
You meet this guy, and this guy tells you, hey, now I'm a big guy, now I'm a contractor. You a contractor?
I had a few of guys like that.
Then he said, oh, now I go to China, I go to these areas, and I'm importing.
He's doing business.
I said, well, how did you get the money? That
probably
was my first
question. Capital of something.
Where did he get the capital from?
Okay, I think we have our first caller probably joined us, and he's been on the line for a long time. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Chris Panther calling from Minnesota, USA.
Okay, Minnesota, how you doing?
Yeah, good. How you doing, guys?
Good. Go ahead with the contribution, sir.
All right, thank you. Because BW announced it on the social assembly plan to Ghana. I can't find myself on the dashboard and I say on the whatever part is it. I'm first here propaganda at the start of my project. I'm going to say BW Ghana about the social part. They are not targeting Ghana market. They are using it as a plant. No, they're not for Ejuma. On the social part, and they say, almost from the plan, almost part of way. And it is done everywhere. Brazil, BM, social part. And then Ghana for I don't know national interest, no, and propaganda. And then now, then again national issue no. You bring on for now media for so the dia na me din here. But now will be a chance so the light to their feet. The ordinary people now or take that and anything in the national. They are spoiling on patronage.
True.
The Pamocha, you are not stopping down for Daniel 20 million.
True.
Then a friend of the papa in the effect. Effort dinner is one of the number one in the world. This is nothing. Number one property growth. When you're property sending a bit of production is going on everywhere. You might say that there is now here. So, you guys, you know, never put this year. We need to say, I'm sure enough for a bit of this work. Done for I'm not too much. We are taking it to Nigeria or somewhere.
True.
I'm a little
high. And okay. Maybe I told Dini Bium.
Oh, I am a big fan. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Chief Fanta.
Oh, okay, yeah. We didn't start, We didn't start John, yeah.
Oh, do you are? Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, bless you all. All right, bye-bye.
Bless you, bro. You just the word for power. Now, yeah, yes, sir. We are living in a country now where everybody is becoming discerning. Especially with the internet near the inti won't mean say yes me ne ya adwen but won say ye dey ba internet chese ye nyintum sa and give other people the chance to also me professor be say the minority in the group doesn't mean they don't have a say and they say it's not valid. It's just that they are the minority. Inti so be can be sometimes we be but I mean as to like you're saying just to pose it with something else no.
Hypocrisy was exposed in the course of the week.
Okay.
Gentlemen be or NDC. Apparently, Rwanda announces a VW assembly. On social media, he was praising Rwanda. Very good leadership. Ghana, you know what he wrote? After all, we have never bought Ghana for. And people picked Nimini now on the page.
And put it together.
And they are saying, look at such a person. And also a Ghanaian.
Oh, sorry, Ghana. You don't stress on your Ghana.
Oh, Kasasian Tuaba man, Nipa Mayor President. Such a person.
Of course.
Who will be able to say VW and the plant call. Oh, President, VW, I can't the plant in the bar. I will say, no, the emphasis so, but will be the end emphasis also. What do you know, man?
Well. Like I'm saying, I don't see, I don't know, not dream. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Yeah, then hello, good morning. Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
Netu FM,
Netu TV here.
Hello.
Yes, Mpacho dini baby our free.
Mpacho me di Anita me free kaswa.
Anita koso.
Mpacho I'm manage my program every day via anapepia mitie na.
Anita Mpacho my TV volume ninko from kakra. Why? Aha. Ya cry
program no pa anapebia mitie pana mo bo adwuma na the thing say yen nuanom NDC for them say most of them yenka say so omo ye Ghana for so omo ye ahoho the same to be papa bia ba o ma no mu a some say ye tuku na mom ye de ade a e betwi echi aba o ma no mu yen na wi aso so nyesa so on pese bibia e ko omo ho e ba no say na wo o ma mpeni ntimi di o ma nyina eja pade e ma wo nua baako onim se da tinya me bebisa no so bibia ye bia no ye meka nyankopon bebisa yen nti na ado de ye nyina ye bom pa ya man se onko so that BW ayi na odeba no ofamra ebeboa because yeah the BW ngwa na be ye ho adwuma ka bia say e betua ye ho adwuma hentenu kwa di adwuma papa beba and employment beba
you da say
therefore me ya pamuto mo ne na do nkasa say sika ye din wo komo bi esu no mo modin ano lift galam say man no let's come back kom kakra
you hey you also dey na galam say ban na discover group anyway ya da say han kwa na etumi ma ho kwan na also kire wadwen e kasa kire mpanifo na emom se dey ina e kan na ni die le obu mu na ye fe ya da say Anita so wa kire wadwen na uni madam for me ma me very good analysis o say nka ye de boxers consignment ne ma Ibrahim Nkwano Mebaso. Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning, Abidi.
Yeah, Joe, it's saying.
Namiadu mo and I'm good.
Namiadu, come on, to say.
Hello.
Joe, Koso, it's you.
Hello.
Yeah, Joe, Koso.
Yeah, boss. Another number be on just a church to Kaka.
Hello, Joe. Okay.
Yeah, boss. Me too, Abidi.
And I bought a Mampany $2 billion deal across China. They were acquiring China development or my muna. Yeah, say any NDC for elections or more weekend in the idea.
That's me chamo na machana na kufa na bidi actually. Na machana na boken ni abusia ko nyina chasafu nyina Matthew dan so tin Kaka nsam chiam. Na Kaka mpesa me kan say ade o mampanyi akufa do aye ne China. Ono die odwuno ma ho so okwa akodi ska be ya adwuma tituru kuma se akwan Asante region ya kwan o ba be ye na se group bi se o ma so le so o mo ntia se na kufa do kwa akodi ska na ba be kwan bi di kokko to bi di yese bi di fa ma di Kaka mpesa me chiam se ade papa ne ye ne ya ade pa na de to se ni no mpesa me kan se trankofo na o mo so le apopo ma panyi kufo kan de panyi akufa do kan bia na o mo di kokko asen bia ne o mbe na o mo di kokko no mi yese no me fira lawyer for ne judge for ne se obi di asem ba na se ye business odi fa ana se na to wo de ba na mo trans net ye nso bi ani dem a se ni pa mo mo ne kakafie o ku kakafie na mo fo le mo ko fa le mo ta no ma ho adwuma ma mo ya o mo ni kakafie na o hu se sa asem no se wo so le na sa asem hu bia no wo de kokko ha o ma panifo adwuma pa akufa do ne na ne kokko na pa ko pese ye bo o ma Ghana wo adwuma no ade na o ko na fa so bi anu bi so o jai asa o juri chefo na ho emle
Joe, Emra no ejuma. Who koya ne sa hu na ehye nipam. E na nya no.
Ya mo ta ka fie sa de bu ho a bo mo ma Ghana nyina. O sa ko fu no mo nyi o ma Ghana hu.
Joe ya be da.
No mo nyi o ma Ghana hu na mi nya ka pa me kan say. O ma te ku fo do de se ma jo ma ma so o ba de. Jo ma ma wa so fufu a. Ya cho e dia to abu. Mo hu fi kra no. Ya tam ya pupuri. Ya so so ba ta bi before de ade pa. No ba do na nim gwa fie. Me da so de bre. But when you send the number, mama, that's it.
Yo, remember Safa Sandiamo. Yeah, that's it. Oh, on your own ideology, I don't get it. But and then Madam for Beach, let me say, Anka, you succeeded the box site name Ibrahima. Once in Nigeria, there's a portioner, baby, militants in Gupano. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, yes, sir.
Hi, would you birthday grant to me crancherry?
Oh, yes, t-shirt in La Coso. And I want Fred that day.
I'm afraid by Banament Yamba.
Sorry. Yeah,
Charles and Yablekuma.
Okay, Charles, I don't be can listen. Why?
Matty.
Yes, we do call woman that.
Me do. Matty. Mamma Fakanya was in Chia abroad DC. And then I have to say what I'm so back to your communication team. Mamma come as I'm son of it. Inti yen young men this for the papa a buyer no omonta na said. Inti bebreba na na do we nyina no omo se omo hu ye nti won say omo ba no mkoto ye no so omo yi corruption for ni nyina free man sia no corruption panina mu na e san ba no ye be san so de na ye den ahwe ho efi say omo ni bibia ma omo ani nti no asisi ye nya asomdwe asisi light si so as first o course the generator say si pa na won ti dwe ma was circle na ukọ ba bia wasomdwe aba no NDC for say omo mpe yen san so mfo mra no mo megu free education e mai sa no mo pe
yo
omo mra na dum so san mra sa no mo pe omo mra na health insurance yen san so ntwam sa no mo pe en no mo boa ombe no opposition on mo tiri na so mo keka omo a omo me yen san mfo mo ko opposition back
Just would you watch the wagyu na ebia ejuma aban bebo no na be kire ana Ghana for na be decide
na everyone wants to say NDC for no money say but this MPP enya 8 years to akonya so na say den 1.5 year per MPP enya in opposition omo mo kire omo sa na
yo you better ask Charles you better
me da say be nti me ba o de me
ba no we be sasafo why
mate be bisa
already
mate
baba madam be mama analysis be also militant in Nigerian it was because a man for every all the way from a different sector ebe mining oil no to be oil on the fast as na say refinery on a different region nti edwuma enni baabi omo no ena mo bufu yese ya yete oil ne so no mom yenya ho benefit nti ke koba ne saa ka onu gidi say nke be raise eyebrow. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Abeg.
Yeah, chief, tete.
Fine.
O ba go t-shirt eh.
Mama.
Yeah, tete.
Tuni Ojugba. Amanga the field marshal Ebeneza Nina Nati Abrikwa Central MP. Ebo modern wa ni ike nugba jole. No ni NTC bi ke 12 years ke 8 years fi ike fi e won nugba jole. No ni je no. Kwa na adankwa kufadu. Gbenu le ton le ke Ghana bi ton no. Etumo oyawu ona ngolele ba mako wati le blewu be ya ba ton ifafu na kufadu ke wo ton mi. Ebu wo modern wa de nte wo ke won sheku no ekonoma. Amaka bunuku beni NDC bi ba chi no. Amejuka me fon wo Ghana bi hia. Ameketika iron ba na matra mi jo mama special e ba kam mi wo. Na kufadu ke da bi police for enya e ga ke fun NDC bi ke chi am ye mam sister name wo ne ke ka ne e convert ne ka ha to bi e ha police for ko na police for you ni ke wo yo ne e ba na police for ba ni si ne bo na ke fun ba ba si lo wa san wo she ko no ma ni ke ma ja gbe mi ni sani akeshika wa me e ko ji no ni na ku fa le te chana ne ba ne wo yo ya akeshika ni apa to no ko pa e ni NDC bi wa ma ye no ti different na ku fa do ni no NPP and NDC ko ko be jan to na ku ya ni bu to
amewa ma he keyito kpakpa ka mekwa wa ma no ya yi chibo ka aka me bayi ewo ena ona ke ma yito kpakpa ya he ja wana aka ka tuninda dan wo banye wo judge enyo
NDC ya no na ya iri na me kefi no ni ama ye changa mi na me kefi am ka fe loko no yo mi bi me na ku pa na kefi mi be jano tsojomo chi nti mo ni na ku pa ba ti mi Ghana bi ma fon shi kana ama ton beku free education for Keba. National Youth Employment, what about women who boom? I'm going to National Insurance Number 50, okay, what's a hale? I'm going to knock over 100,000 way. You two meet the Nazi Keba. Me men and too much. I'm going to follow you. Say, don't take them over 8,000. I'm going to put for about 9,000. I'm going to get the allowance in this year, Jimmy. Akaba. Road number time physical. Me fire tell them to come. No, can be to me. But 4 years ever change. Which one is I can't gonna be Chano Manja Brown.
Yeah, Nishi, I can't t-shirt here be a walk, Unagbe, Safo ba trouble, Kunuba Obako, Ono.
Obano,
you would rather. Mr. Padmore.
I agree.
Okay.
What you said. But when you are signing a deal like that, what do? You include in the deal that whatever money you take from this oil base, you commit this amount into the development of the area. And you don't blame a company if you baby ne buy no obey into it. Said my Ibrahim Grana so one fast and man obetu on ye bibia wo. It you know the contract in the also audition.
Okay, may pick a last call now for you. Hello, good morning. Yes, me pacho didn't be out for fee.
You pay category, you pay Begro.
Begro also.
First question, that's 2 billion in and is going to buy yes. Yes, is Lana.
Me pacho also.
I just for the year. One pay at the papa. So, Ebra. Former president before all the Jubilee House, no. And also, you have did this. Disaster. I said, doing that. I say, I don't laugh. No, woman, the big carpet tram with you, Mojuma. Sure, that's not a thing. I see by the sea. I don't see the same thing. What we have to do. I think for home at the park. I expected here, no more set here. Social intervention, no about the back.
Yeah, that's
every part of Sua. Who can say, who kick against it? At the end of the day,
That's it. Mr. Padmore, let your final words. I think I like it when the callers actually come up with their own ideas and what they think about whatever is going on in the newspapers.
Well, like I said,
and when they bash the media, like the guy was saying,
sometimes, I mean, sometimes it might not be you, but some of your friends. But the point
is sometimes you cannot play a front role in certain circumstances. You are a media.
No,
you are a fourth arm of government.
All that the person is raising is when people come on shows and they are lying, and we know that they are lying. Unless you, the person hosting the person, you've not done your research. Exactly. But if you have your figures, your research, the information,
you should be able to call them person.
Exactly. Yes, and that is where he is coming from. I get it. That sometimes we know this person is lying, but we just leave the person to lie. I know in some situations you do that to let the person expose his own ignorance.
Exactly.
Yeah, sometimes it's part
because
of the
sometimes they won't allow you, and if you try to put them on track, they will tag you like, oh, okay, you don't want it. And so you allow the person and you leave it out to the public, like you're saying. They can call in and tell you this is wrong, this is right, and then you sit back and just moderate the show.
I agree, but I mean, it tells you that we in the MPP circles call him Adusho boy. I mean,
Adudi,
yeah.
But don't you think John Mahama also had all these accolades and all that coming up when he was doing the Usain Bolt thing?
When we don't have the results to show, well, a show boy. I mean, if so, what's in the Kumasi that I'm not pure. Okay, the guy will be a show boy. It means the person delivers. I mean,
yes, sure.
Oh, Emma who say ni adiano ekoso. Chale, oh, yenshia wa na yekwede when ye base obeko ni nyina obeye.
But I think the term show boy actually came up when those ones that titane or magicians we jina market na we handkerchief no we toffee no yes so show boy when they say show boy you know they are show boy
that's results it show ma unhu and for me enema na president ni yes say no hia Ghana for nyina ye support enye MPP for nkwa Ghana for nyina ye nta na chi se na be ya.
Yeah, but that's it. We thank you very much. That's Mr. Padmore Agyapong. Today I got it right. No, George. Padmore Agyapong, yes. And he's giving us analysis over the $2 billion Ghana-China deal. And I remember very well President's last interview on radio before the elections. And he said, oh, my friend Showboy is to see, I am changing. I'm here doing that. Oh, we didn't election real. And you'll be a real show. No? So probably I think the people of Ghana really waited until now. So yes, good morning to Your Excellency, and may God grant you and your team traveling mercies back from China. Thank everyone who made the show a success and watched. Thank you, my callers, for calling into the show. I have the most wonderful callers or viewers so far, and I thank you all for being part of the Dialogue family. Ghana. We'll see you tomorrow again, same time, 8 to 9.